hello, I'm Travis Miller, the Big Idea Guy.
And this is Jimmy V. Your 5-foot high marketing guy.
That was a little squeaky there.
Yeah, that was like I was going really high. I was doing a...
so Maynard Ferguson?
A little Mariah Carey. You know, she always does this with her hands. This is the Rich Dealers Daily. I should.
I think you'll be on. The only problem is you're over the age.
I'm over the age. I'll be like one of those dudes that comes in, you know, way over the age. Like, I'm going to try to sing.
Pants on the ground, pants on the ground.
Like, how old are you? No, I'm like 12.
I'm 12.
So I'm 12 and I'm phenomenal.
Okay, I'm so excited today because on today's Rich Dealers Daily, we got a tip that you can use today. Like, as in like start immediately.
Well, I think that every tip we give, they can use immediately. That's what we do here. We're giving the value. This is value packed. Are you crazy? I'm gonna fan you, wake you up. Listen, here. What are we talking about today? I don't even know. No, I know. It's about the most important thing a dealership can do when a prospect comes, calls or comes on a lot.
Well, it is interesting because basically what we're talking about here is the most important step at a car business, and 9 out of 10 dealerships don't do this. Crazy. How you can even stay in business without doing this is nuts. And they don't get, you know, I mean, I don't know. You go to D school, you grow up in the car business, and you don't learn about this. But nobody knows about this.
Well, this is one of those things that you can say, oh, I know it. I know it already. I've heard that already. I know, but you're just not doing it.
Okay.
So it's so fundamental. It's so basic. It's so easy that we miss it, and the missing it is catastrophic to our opportunity.
You know, I visit a lot of car dealers. You know, I buy cars personally.
I buy cars too.
And I like to go mystery shop dealerships just to see what's going on and get a feel for.
Oh, we do that a lot because that's how we gain some intelligence and make our marketing better than everyone else.
Now, I see a lot of attempts at this, I see a lot of remnants of attempts at this. Like at one point, somebody thought this would be a good idea, but it doesn't happen anymore.
Well, that's another big important point, that maybe you know it as a dealer, but your staff isn't actually implementing it. Well, because when's the last time you inspected what you expect?
That's right. Well, you have to not only create systems, but you have to insist on their use. And so that's a pretty big idea there.
Look, that's tough.
It's easy to create systems, but it's harder to insist on their use. And staff has a really pretty powerful means for undermining your idea and just skipping over the systems.
Well, they figure out they can come up with better, easier shortcuts that actually are better.
Hey, they're taking the ups every day. They know.
Not saying that you shouldn't get feedback from them, but you are, as the owner, need to take responsibility for making sure that all the marketing opportunities in your dealership, which there are many at every single level,
hundreds,
that you are taking advantage of them at all.
Yeah.
At every
and here's the biggest one, simplest one, the gold. There's gold in this hill right here, and that is, you got customers coming in every day. You got customers calling on the phone every day. The simple thing that you should do first in every single opportunity to talk to someone on the phone or in person is collect their contact information.
Let's say that again. Collect the contact information. Now, how much you collect, what you collect, well, it depends on what your goals are.
Depends on how successful you want to be.
Yeah. You should get as much as you can.
I'm talking about name obviously, phone number, address, email address.
Get them on Facebook. Find out if they got a Twitter account. Find out where it's at. Get their birthday if you can. So you get their anniversary, if they get their kids' names. Get as much information as you can, because the information is power, and the information and power equals profit.
Like here's what we know. They say, the average, the joke of the business is like 25% of people buy cars. 25% of us buy cars. We know, just between us girls, we know that's not true. We know it's lower than that, okay? But we convince ourselves that we're close to 25% of the business. I very rarely ever hear anyone say any number higher than that, okay? And I frequently hear honest people give me numbers much lower than that. Okay, by the way, even very successful honest people tell me the numbers are much lower than that. And they're part of what makes them so successful is realistically, with accurate thinking, tracking the real numbers and realizing that, well, we're actually more like 13 or 14% here. But now if you throw in phone numbers and internet leads, that number drops like a rock.
Sure.
Now, all those people are coming through, and the data also indicates that an additional 60-something% of them are going off and buying a car somewhere within the next 72 hours. Now, plus or minus.
Yeah, whatever. There's a lot of opportunity being lost and leaving your dealership.
And the only people anyone in a car business is paying attention to are those who are there right then, which is important. That's the low-hanging fruit. But what about all those people who leave? What do we do to stay in touch with them? Those are leads. And you know what? Even if the people who don't buy in the next 72 hours, they're going to buy sometime. And aren't you in business for longer than just today and tomorrow or this month? Aren't you planning on being in business next year, the year after? You're gonna, there's gonna be a day 2 years from now. You're gonna be having a slow day, wishing you had the phone numbers of all the people who've been in the last 2 years, so you can make something happen. You can make some rain.
And also, maybe they're not. Maybe they just take themselves out of the market for some reason because they didn't feel good about the process, whether they went to your dealership and someone else's and someone else, so they're out. But maybe you could rekindle that fire for a vehicle with some follow-up. Did you hear that word?
Yeah, follow-up.
Follow-up. Holy moly.
By the way, follow-up, I mean, it's a different video.
Follow-up. Talk amongst yourselves.
Follow-up is not just badgering a person. Are you ready yet?
We're talking about strategic, pre-planned, pre-written,
build value, provide information, become an expert.
I love this stuff, by the way. It's what I live for.
These ideas have got teeth like jaws, man. This is how you just
so much more to talk about in this topic. It's so important.
Hey, we can help you specifically come up with a plan and talk about where you're missing it. See, because we found that average dealers are losing $1 million every year because they're making bad decisions around their marketing, or they're losing opportunities by not doing simple things like collecting contact information. There are other mistakes you're making, other opportunities you're missing. We can help you find them, plug those holes, so you keep the $1 million. Wouldn't it be better to have the $1 million than lose the $1 million?
Absolutely. Think about what you can do with the $1 million. Vacations, college funds, weddings, travel, just fat bank accounts. Lots of things you can do with it. It's really killer. 4 days a month, we open up the lines to take calls from dealers who have requested $1 million marketing call. That's what we want. We help you find that million.
Yep. Check it out online.
Some are available right now if you take fast action.
$1milliondollarcall.com. $1milliondollarcall.com. Do it. Do it now. Sign up.
Before there's none left.
That's right. Hey, this is the Rich Dealers Daily with Jim and Travis. I'm Travis Miller.
And I'm Jimmy B. And until next time, stay classy.